Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the CorridorCast. You may be wondering where Jake is. Well, Jake is a smart man, so he's not here.
Jake.
Because, yeah, we're doing something a little different today. We are doing the Howlin Rays Heat Challenge, all right? And each of us here today is going to take one bite of these little death sticks.
These are chicken tenders that are coated with some of the hottest hell dust.
Hell dust is perfect.
So dark.
That I've ever seen. And yeah, for you video watchers, this is a dark, demented cretin.
You won't do it if you smell it.
That someone has. People have eaten this before.
You guys, this
someone
lighter,
else has eaten
this
this.
side's darker. We all go dark side.
It's, you know what? We're all talking brave right now. And I'll say this felt like a really good idea when we were talking about it upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to take it from the fat side.
This today, I was like super excited for it. And now that I'm here,
I'm nervous.
I am terrified.
My stomach hurts just thinking about it. I can smell the heat from here.
Guys, I'm scared.
I can literally smell how hot it's
I was supposed to do yoga after work today. I don't think.
No.
I think that sounds like a terrible idea.
No.
Don't
Any
do
sort
that.
of, yes.
I'm gonna go home into a coma.
Yes.
I'm gonna go
Probably.
pray.
I probably won't even make it home before
Yeah.
the coma.
We're gonna be pooping on the 5.
That's if it makes it out the
Okay.
other end.
Okay, gang.
Oh,
Look,
goodness.
let me just say right now, this is not a let's freak out and go nuts over spicy food
Yeah.
Nope.
podcast.
No.
It's we're gonna do a normal podcast.
Yes.
So let's not freaking dance or beat around the bush here or
Yeah.
dance around the
I
grave
like
or
to
whatever.
I did.
Let's just do it.
Listen, I
Let's
prepped
get
us
into
with.
it.
We have some
Yeah.
2%,
Y'all
some
ready?
oat milk, and some Capri Suns. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Christian's getting in on this too.
Oh,
'cause
and
he's
by the
a
way,
champ.
if you're a real one, you're not gonna do any of that stuff.
Don't,
No,
You're not-
don't listen to
gatekeep
him.
my
And
experience.
And you're gonna finish the whole tender by the
No,
end of
don't
the
do that
podcast.
because you've never done this
I'm
before. You don't
doing
know
it.
what you're saying.
I'm doing it.
All
Out of
right.
solidarity at the tech.
How
doing it
big?
I'm
too.
only
I love it,
drinking
dude.
beer.
How big?
I mean, I'm
is
taking a
it?
bite like this big.
Christian's into.
Hold on. Matt kind of set himself up here. He said he's going to finish the whole tender. He's
yeah.
going to only drink beer, which is acidic, which will be worse than nothing.
Yeah.
And you've kind of committed to that.
Are you
I'm not
going
gonna
through
do
something at home and you want to just feel something?
Yeah.
He
I
wants
want
to
to feel
just-
anything at all.
God.
All right,
Well, this
All
will
right.
help.
Here
All right.
comes this
I'm
without
only
spice,
doing the
guys.
tip.
Yeah,
Without
we
further
take a
ado,
bite and then we just go on with the
No,
podcast,
just-
y'all. Yeah.
just-
I'm gonna do
Give him
pretty.
Just have a nice
I'm gonna do a
conversation.
huge, a big
Cheers,
bite.
y'all.
Cheers.
y'all.
I don't want to do this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I can't reach.
All right. Take their
Oh
bite.
no. Oh, hold on. What? Oh, right. Okay.
No,
so,
it doesn't.
We did it.
I think what we should talk about is some of the movies we've seen recently. I think there's a lot of good stuff in theaters.
Mhm.
R is an experience that I just recently saw,
Uh-huh.
and it was one of the most spectacular films I've ever seen creatively, and just the way it was shot and the visual effects. It was very, very engaging and very good. Fenner, what would you say your favorite part of RRR was?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Natu. When they dance Natu. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's just getting started, y'all.
It's immediate pain.
Oh, don't get me. No. So
Just like the emotions in RRR
beautiful.
make you feel real pain. And, oh, God. Okay.
Yeah. So you feel real pain when you're watching these characters. Careful with the eyes. When you're watching these characters evolve, the relationship between the two of them, you can't help but feel pain because the state. What were we talking about?
It was so beautiful.
You know, my
Yeah.
favorite part is when they climbed up the light post and when he was on his shoulders.
Oh, that was dope. Oh,
they
they
brought-
escape from prison.
They brought the callback of him being on his.
Oh, honestly, though, genuinely, like the moments in the film where they call back to earlier parts where
Yeah.
he's doing squats under the tree.
Yeah.
And he carries them on his shoulders.
Guys, I'm going to be honest. My soul's kind of filled with darkness right now. I'd like to instead. Have you guys seen Lightyear?
Please open it.
Oh,
Have you seen
Buzz
Lightyear?
Lightyear?
no.
No, but I really want to.
What
I
have you
heard
heard
that
about
a
it?
lot of people were upset because it's not following the storyline that they thought it was going to be following, but they started putting up signs at the movie theater because they're like, you need to go based off of the movie.
Okay. So I've seen it. Christian and I actually went together. And
Wait, you both
visually,
went to see it?
we both went to see it.
Yeah.
And visually stunning. I mean, we're talking some of the most beautiful renders I've ever seen in my life. Really beautiful.
Shout out Pixar. Shout out Renderman.
Shout out Renderer, and shout out Pixar Studios. You guys absolutely killed it. It's fantastic. But story-wise, it's like to me, it's full of trope after trope after trope, things we've seen a million times. Don't start coughing now, Jordan.
Your eyes are crying.
Okay.
Oh, my soul is crying right now. Okay, let's be real.
Not good, you said? Tropey?
It's very tropey, and like I was upset just how basic it was because obviously Pixar puts out some amazing things. Like I really enjoyed Soul. Soul was a great film to me. It was very,
I love Soul.
yeah, it moved me too, man. It moved me to
It made me
tears,
cry.
man. Like, and it was just so beautifully done, and there was so much care taken in it, and this just felt like a kind of a quick cash grab in a way.
Yeah.
Man, honestly, that's disappointing. It's like
What was a quick cash
Toy Story
grab?
3, it was
Lightyear. Did you forget what we were talking about?
No, just rewind. Why do you think it was a cash grab? You don't think it was just a creative choice of a different storyline that they wanted to tell?
I mean, it just, we've seen everything that was done in that movie. Like if something is getting set up, you know, it's going to pay off right away. There's no, and I guess the reason I bring it up is because to contrast with RRR, there were so many things in RRR that I saw that I've never seen before in any medium. And it was so beautiful and well done and like engaging and exciting and new to go from that to Lightyear where it's like, okay, this is Hollywood's very basic writing, you know, no one's talking to me.
What's the premise?
Everyone's gone.
You just keep talking. You gotta.
Yeah.
So the thing
spice?
with RRR that I really enjoyed is because they took a lot of tropes, you know, a lot of stuff that you have seen a million times, and they did it at the highest level.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Everything that you see in that movie is something that you've seen in other movies in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know. Oh my God, I'm gonna try not to burp into the mic, dude. I'm sorry, listeners. I feel like you can take a simple idea, a simple story of like, you know, it's a revenge story. It's a love story in a way. It's a story about that we have seen before. I mean, I can't think of a specific.
Well, you want to
movies
talk about true
in
friendship.
Hollywood.
That's true.
Yeah,
Friendship.
like
You would talk about
friendship
a
movies,
huge-
like
huge
bromance
obstacle.
movies.
Yeah.
You know, and they
It genuinely, the way I tried to describe it to someone was it's like if you took your favorite Corridor Digital like action short where it's just everything's amped up and you just made it a 3-hour long bromance
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the best way possible.
Yeah. But it's like, it's like a bromance. And then it's also all these other things. There's so many movies that it kind of combines and in a great way that like, you know, it's like a fusion restaurant. They have so many different genres and
I
styles
loved it so
working
much.
together in tandem, and they work super well together.
And like visual effects wise,
Yeah.
Oh, you want a Capri Sun?
Visual
want a
effects
Capri Sun?
wise, sometimes it looks incredible.
yeah. Yeah.
And
I got lightheaded.
even when it falls short of that, it's still they get the point across.
Yeah.
They do the VFX in a way that like, yeah, it's not like what we see in something like Life of Pi,
Right.
you know, with the photo real.
But what's so funny
tigers.
is some of the shots were like,
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the tigers, some of the animal stuff works super well and it looks incredible. But it's just like,
and then other shots, it's like doing a backflip and carrying a guy, and you're just like, wow, what are physics?
when
But
he
I think
throws the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's almost like the director and VFX supervisors, the producers, the people that are involved in the creative on the show are going, hey, you know, this doesn't look photoreal, but
Yeah.
and this maybe isn't how tigers move, but this is how we want it to move to tell the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you kind of learn is, and I think Hollywood can kind of take on is the concepts are so wild and wacky that the suspension of disbelief is kind of built in to the concept itself. The ideas are so wacky, like a friggin' spoiler alert, sitting on his shoulders prison escape
Yeah.
is one of the coolest sequences I've ever seen. And it made no sense and it's physically impossible. And we just leaned into it because it's fun to watch and they want to do it.
They made
Yeah.
it okay.
When
They
he-
made this
Yeah.
world where it was okay.
Do you think, I don't know, maybe this is my not being incredibly familiar.
Watch your
Yeah,
eyes.
watch your
Oh
eyes.
yeah, careful on the eyes. Thanks, Sean Evans. Not being super familiar with Bollywood or Tollywood, but do you think RRR hit so hard and is such kind of a breakout hit in North America and Western cinema because it's a little bit self-aware of what it's doing? Do you guys think that?
I can see that.
I think it I don't think it is that. I don't think it's like self-aware. It's it's like serious.
Well,
Yeah.
It's like it knows exactly what it's trying to do, and it knows like
Yeah.
this is a crazy action scene and it's
Yeah.
visual. It's a visual spectacle.
Yeah.
And his idea of a visual spectacle is like sometimes a little wacky,
Yeah.
but it's still like true to heart. It has a heart to
Right.
it. It's like anime. Anime is not trying to be like, it's not trying to be like, oh yeah, we get it. We're self-aware. We're doing all these weird visual quirks and weird stuff.
Right.
It's like my brain is like half functioning right
I
now
hear you, though.
because
No.
of how spicy.
Well,
it
they
is.
didn't make mistakes because they set themselves up for a film. Like they you know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, and to me, what I love is that the visual effects on like even a prosumer level, right? And what you can do at home has risen to a point where even films from around the world that maybe don't have the same budget that like super blockbusters do have like 80% the visual effects capacity.
Uh-huh.
So these big ideas can still be executed well or well enough to be passable to kind of fit into the suspension of disbelief. And it's still incredibly enjoyable. There's like so bad that it's good content. And it's almost there to being, oh, this is really high quality visual effects work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the concept is there. And that's like why I bring up Lightyear is, again, spoilers if anyone hasn't seen Lightyear. Not that this is a spoiler because it's really not, but there's a moment where Buzz is falling and the team extends a hand and catches him as he falls, right? That trope we've seen 100,000 times, the
Yeah.
arm catch. RRR did things I've never seen before and they did so many of them. I'm wondering, you have the budget of a Pixar film and the artists that make this stunning work. Why not put the time in and develop a script that is worth that? You know what I mean? And that's where I get frustrated with Hollywood is the recycling of tropes that have worked
Yeah.
years
No,
ago. Give us
dude,
something new now.
Here's the 1-to-1 with that arm catch thing. In RRR, they did an under the bridge arm catch,
Oh.
which also is like important to the dynamic of their relationship.
Yeah.
The brothers bonding.
And they play it up again. They do the fire,
Yeah.
the water. They do it under the water. They're just dapping each other
Yeah.
up. all
It's
over
like
the
we
place.
want to
It
do this
becomes-
cliche thing, but how can we make it like way
Yeah.
cooler and
Yeah.
different?
It
And they
becomes
just put
like
the
a
extra time
visual
in.
motif and a theme, and it's like the same with the shoulders thing. That's a wacky set piece
Yeah.
kind of thing, but it is also like specifically showing how they are bonding. They're like brothers again,
Right,
brothers reunited,
Mhm.
and the same kind of feelings that they had for each other at the top of the movie, they now have rekindled. They're
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
They're back. They're stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's powerful and it means something. And it's not just, we have to save Buzz Lightyear in a certain kind of way.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the best way to do that? Oh, a monkey chain.
Yeah, a
of
monkey chain showing
arms.
that we all have our place in the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
We're
Or are
all
they just
needed.
trying to do a callback with the monkey chain?
I
don't
didn't feel
think
that way.
so.
No, I doubt it.
because this technically took place before, right? This is the movie that Andy saw that made him want the toy.
Yeah.
And
I don't
Yeah,
think
it
there's
was
any
a
fan service for the
pre-callback.
monkey chain. I don't
Yeah,
think anyone
yeah.
watching Toy Story is like, I want to see the monkey
it's the
chain.
monkey chain.
You never
Yeah.
know. I enjoyed that with the little minion guys.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh
my
my
gosh,
dude.
the RR theater experience.
Spectacular.
Was,
Spectacular.
So we had kind of planned. We're like, hey, maybe let's watch it at the studio.
Yeah.
And Freddie W,
Fred
and
Dub.
Nico, they're like, shut up, you stupid little humans.
Yep, that's how they refer to us.
That's what they
people
said.
that we employ.
Yep.
Enjoy this cinematic
they
masterpiece
said.
in a theater with your loved ones.
Yeah.
And holy crap.
Unlike anything else.
One of the
Yeah.
best theater going experiences I've ever had. People were standing and cheering.
The whole time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's
Freddie-
that's
Two
what's interesting.
Pre-
people
credits.
walked out about 3 minutes in, which was awesome.
we
They
took
didn't
kind of
understand what
their
was
spot.
happening.
We
They
took
saw
their
us all
spots.
cheering, and they were like, "I don't know if we are ready to be a part of
I'm
this."
not
and
here
I
to have
understand
fun.
that.
Okay, I'm going to Lightyear. That's what they said, and they
Yeah.
walked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, so I wasn't there at that, and I'm still bummed about it. And you guys rented the whole theater, right? So pretty much the whole
Yeah.
theater.
Except those two spots where those people walked out.
Yeah. Well, Matt, Dean, Nick, and I think that was everybody, went to go see it again, or they went to go see it again, and I went to go see it for the
Yeah.
first time. And even then, with just us and everybody else in the theater was people we didn't know, still standing up, clapping, still
Yeah.
whooping
That's
the entire
awesome.
time, laughing, crying. Like it felt, I went to go see a cult showing of The Room, and Tommy Wiseau was there. And it's the most similar comparison I can make is that it's like a really bonding experience to where at the end the people in front of us were turning around like laughing with us.
Well, it's that camaraderie that you
Yeah.
get in a theater that you really
And you're
can't
like
get anywhere else.
High-fiving from the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, when there's like, oh, look who it is. He showed up. So and so showed up.
Yeah.
We don't really have that in
Yeah.
my experience of Hollywood films.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
definitely
bummed
think,
because we can.
Yeah, like RRR is basically the like Captain America picking up Thor's hammer
Yeah.
moment, but it's
Yes.
the entire movie.
For
3 hours.
Like, for 3
And
hours.
also, though, that was built up over like 10 movies.
Yeah.
Right. So of course people are going to be hyped at this point because they put
That's
like
true.
hours and hours into these characters. We only have 3 hours with these characters, and we're in after like the first hour. We're on board
Honestly,
and cheering and like
on the edge of our
standing up.
seats, and they kept surprising us like,
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah.
They'd even let us hold on to like suspension for that long, which I really
Oh, and the
enjoyed.
fact that there's an intermission, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's the end of the movie. That was beautiful. And it's like intermission.
Oh, it's
and
like you're
only
halfway.
Yeah.
through. And it got better.
By the way, intermissions in
Oh,
3-hour
so
movies
good.
should be
So
in every
good.
3-hour movie because
Oh, yeah.
it lets you chew on what you've seen. It lets you
And-
go wee
and chew on some food too.
and chew on some
Exactly.
food.
Considering
enjoy some food.
why does every
Speaking of
movie
chewing on
want to be
food.
3 hours long now?
Yeah, you want to go in for?
He wants to go back. We're
Let's
going
do
back,
it.
or are you our
I
first
hate
casualty?
myself. I don't want to do this.
I really don't
You
wanna do
literally
it.
signed up to the whole
You said
strip.
the
I
whole-
did. I
And you
did.
said, I'm
And
only
no-
drinking
I have
beer.
regrets.
Beer.
It's up, Dean.
Christian?
Dean, do you
Hey,
want a
Dean,
guest
you want
bite?
to
Dean,
you want a
wanna
bite
know
of this, Dean?
Dean.
Dean.
Come and have a guest bite.
Come on,
Hey, Dean.
a guest bite.
Come sit
on.
with us.
Hey, Dean, remember when you were giving me some poo-poo about eating a mild?
Okay, yeah.
Anyone that walks by
Howard.
that door, we're gonna try to beckon them
Pull him in and
to-
go. Oh, it's medium.
We're gonna go up next.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Are we doing it again?
Yeah, we
Well,
have-
how
'Cause
big of
it's-
a
it's
bite are
settled.
you guys
It's settled.
doing?
Look at this
Choose
bite.
now.
This was my bite.
This was
Yeah, I took a
well,
big
my
chunk
bite.
of it.
It
Yours is
looks
huge,
It
by
looks
the way.
pathetic, but I took a big chunk off the end that was skinnier.
I didn't
hate
do
this.
a
I
big
don't wanna
bite. Look
do
at how
this.
much I have left.
Why are we doing this?
Okay,
Okay,
it's
let's
a very
go.
good question.
Ready?
We're doing it? We're doing it?
3, 2, 1.
Oh shoot! Oh,
That was so much pain, and it's about to be. Oh,
Oh, my body doesn't like it.
my ear is literally
Ah.
ringing.
Another
My
great
lips.
theater going experience that we experienced recently. Top Gun Maverick.
oh my
What did you
gosh!
think?
So good.
I absolutely loved it.
No, absolutely incredible. And I've never done this in a movie.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I did this 4 times.
I was
Like sincerely, I did this. And, wow!
On the edge of my seat the whole time.
I've never fist bumped someone more watching
Yes.
that. Me and Jonah were side by side. We're just like,
Fist bump in the whole time,
Yeah,
and with
Literally
bloody knuckles.
so hype. It's just like
Is it true
It's-
that whole thing was shot in the cockpit?
a whole bunch of it was.
Stay with me, buddy. Stay with me.
How are you doing? You
Shut-
seem like you're doing just fine. Are
I
you?
feel like I want to throw
Are you
up.
past
ignoring
the
it.
threshold now?
I
Or you're
think,
just like
I think I might have burnt
you're
everything
in
in my
actual
mouth.
hell. You're
Yeah.
in real hell right
My
now.
soul is gone.
Uh-huh.
It's just
Okay.
a vessel before you know.
Oh, okay.
There
All
was
right.
a-
So
So Top Gun.
yeah. So
There was an amazing interview with the director
I'm gonna
on the
Uh-huh.
Ringer podcast.
you okay?
Shout out the big picture.
Shout out.
Sean Fantasy.
You okay? You need to.
Shout out. Lots of Sean's. Shout out Sean Evans. Shout
Yeah,
out Sean
buddy.
Fantasy.
Did he say it was
the
real?
director? They shot in the cockpits, and it sounded amazing. They like custom built out
Oh, Jordan is actually dying a
essentially
little
like
bit.
the sensors of the cameras. They took the whole camera bodies apart. I think they partnered with Sony to build custom cameras.
That's cool.
Yeah, where you could basically have the sensor like wired through into a different part of the cockpit
Wow.
to like the lens. It was like just wires.
Oh yeah.
No way.
So
Were
the actors actually had to hit their own
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
They actually had to hit,
Oh, really?
hit record.
They were in the front of the plane and the pilot was behind
Yeah.
them?
Like how we shoot some stuff sometimes. And
Wow.
we have rigs that are just like, yeah, you just hit record. Yeah, it's crazy.
My tongue hurts. Anyway,
And they had to like invent stuff for that movie. And I
Yeah.
love that.
Now, Tom Cruise can actually fly. I understand.
yeah, because he's a madman.
Yeah. How? I mean,
They had to invent camera systems that can follow jets.
but he wasn't flying. I mean,
Oh.
some of the stuff. Was he flying in any of that, or was he always being piloted?
I think they probably already always had a safety pilot with him.
Yeah, but I think he was actually flying
Yeah.
in some of the shots.
Yeah.
But most of the other actors, they're not actually flying. Oh
No, they're
god,
not
it
actually
actually just
flying.
like creeps up on you a little bit.
One of the stories that I heard from that set is that the guy who passed out actually passed out.
Oh wow!
Tarzan?
Is that true? I don't know if that's true. That could be totally false.
I know him.
But my mouth's too hot to care.
I
Did
know
you
him.
you know
Did he
him?
pass out?
I did. I did. I did.
Is it the level
Did he
where I
actually
can't
pass
exhale?
out?
All he did was send a wink emoji.
He sent you a wink emoji when you asked him?
And a
Oh,
Oh, he actually passed out.
That sounds like he's. That
Dude.
sounds like it could go either way.
It
actually.
sounds like,
I
yeah.
didn't ask. I could ask.
Yeah.
It hurts so much.
Spice check. How's everyone
This
feeling?
the second one
check.
creeps up on
The
you.
second
The
one is
first
not
one hits
good.
you super hard.
I cried.
And then the second bite, you kind of, it's like, oh, I'm accustomed to this. It's like jumping in cold water.
False confidence.
Oh.
It's when you were talking to me and saying, "Oh, I think are you past the threshold?" I really didn't feel any additional pain.
Me neither.
What?
But now it's gotten exponentially worse than it was, to where it's in parts of my mouth that I didn't know I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel it on my gums.
Everything's numb. For
Everything
me.
is numb,
Where
but
does that
also
respect come
on
out?
fire, and I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel like I might throw up.
You have the throw up bucket right there.
You do have to throw
Just
up.
don't throw up on the mic. Ew, Jordan.
It's the beer, I think.
But
Jordan,
yeah, I think it is
that's
beer.
not helping anybody.
But yeah, no, genuinely,
I don't want to blow my nose because it'll blow all the powder
Top
through
Gun
it.
Maverick was incredible. I love that it kind of just became a Mission Impossible movie at the end too.
Yeah.
A Tom Cruise starring, or Top Gun, a Tom Cruise movie. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's always Tom Cruise. Did he sprint? He did, right?
He
in
did.
the football scene.
Dude, this is also
and through the
turning
forest.
into a
He sprints through the
spoiler
forest.
cast if we get
You're
too
right.
far
This
into
is
it.
going to be called the
spoiler
spoiler
alert.
cast.
Yeah,
Top
just
Gun. Maverick.
when the heat's on, the spoilers come out. It's
They
just
fly jets and stuff. It's super sick.
Spoiler alert, the movie is dope and funded by the U.S. military.
that makes
So,
a lot of sense. And I
if
didn't
you-
see the original.
If you're opposed to that,
I've never seen the
don't
original
support it or
Top Gun.
something.
I've never
What?
seen the original, and I thought I'd need to before seeing this. But seeing this was a last minute kind of idea.
I
Yeah.
was listening to a podcast, and there's someone that watched the original, hated the original, went to go watch the new one,
Ah,
and they loved the new one. So that being said, you don't need to watch the first one.
You
the
don't.
old
It
movie
can live
is
by
not
itself.
good. I'm sorry.
Woo.
The first Top Gun
Hot
is not a
take.
good movie.
It's very 80s jank.
It's so weird and the story doesn't make
It's too
sense.
campy.
There's
it's
like
too-
barely a plot.
Yeah, it's
I do love that
Not
they
great.
use the
It's
80s
mostly
music
Oh,
at the beginning of the
Yeah.
new one. That 80s music got me so in the vibe immediately.
new Top Gun is just fun.
Does
man.
anyone get pass out vibes?
I
Yeah.
my ears are ringing.
I get
So-
hallucinogenic vibes for sure.
yeah.
It at this point does feel a little bit like a drug, not in a good way though.
Mm.
Like a bad.
I feel like I'm
trip
having a
kinda
bad
way.
trip.
Yeah.
Not that I would know what that's like,
Yeah,
mom and dad.
I don't
exactly.
know what that is.
Just kidding.
By the way, we're only about 18 minutes in.
No
Stop it.
way!
Oh, man.
Really, it feels like an eternity.
This is gonna
We're
be
only
called
18 minutes into
the
this.
shortest
I
cast
hate
with the
that you
most
told me that.
spoilers.
I don't want to
The
know
hottest,
that.
shortest cast with the most spoilers.
Well, I know. Speaking
What
of
are you
movies
saying?
too, I mean, because
See?
literally can't think of any other topic because my brain is fried. But I know I'm super late on the late train here. But Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh,
I just saw that maybe a week and a half ago,
Also great.
and it is one of my favorite films I've ever seen. Absolutely spectacular. The Daniels, mucho respecto.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and this is again a great example of seeing things you haven't seen before. Right? That's all I want when I escape my reality. I want to escape to something new. Maybe this is just me. I'm totally okay with this just being me, but
I want to.
they took me somewhere new, and it was exciting, and it was interesting, and it was so well.
It made me inspired as a creator to want to get to that level of like,
Yes.
can I come up with something so different? So
Jealous.
genius.
Didn't you like work on it or something?
Jordan Allen.
No,
worked on
I
it?
didn't directly work on it, but before working here at Corridor, I was like that was something that came up that I could have possibly worked on, but I didn't for various reasons.
drinking
And,
water.
now
and-
you're here eating
honestly-
Howlin Rays, so
And now I'm here eating Howlin Rays, so I really screwed up there.
you
But
made bad life
I mean-
decisions that brought you to this moment.
the small team that they had that worked on it did an absolutely stellar job.
yeah, it was like what 7 VFX
Yeah, it
artists
was just
or
a few of them, and I'm so impressed by the quality of it too. And
Yeah, it's
It's
beautiful.
like-
Just a few.
yeah, there's just a few of them, and they absolutely slayed it. And you know, it's one of the films that I watch, and I have tremendous respect for film directors. I've only cut one feature film in my life for my friend.
you edited it.
I edited it, yeah. Because initially I wanted to be an editor when I first started out, and my friend Trevor Stevens, what's up, Trevor? He made his first film, Rocksteady Row,
Okay.
and I edited that feature film.
Okay.
And seeing the process creatively of having to maintain a vision throughout the course of a film, and I'm coming from directing commercial content primarily, I have so much respect for people who can maintain their vision through all of that, let alone if they're also getting network notes or notes from producers that are
yeah.
trying to step on their vision.
Oh.
If they can see it through that and deliver something at the end,
Like not start straying away.
not
into
start
another-
straying or losing the plot. Like I was losing the plot editing it, going, is this good? Like,
Yeah.
is this what it's supposed to be? And Trevor absolutely nailed it all the way through to where I said, I don't have the capacity to be a film director. That's what I learned. I don't have the consistency of vision for something that long. And the Daniels in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Is that the title? I'm
Everything
losing
Everywhere
everything.
All at
Everything
Once.
Yes.
all the time.
Everything
time.
everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
You're gonna
The-
get it here, gonna get it there.
Near
You'll
the
get
end-
it everywhere.
All at once.
Near the end of the
Every
film,
time.
I remember thinking, this is why I don't think I can be a film director, because they nailed it. It was so good. Everything was
Yeah.
so thought out. It was such a beautiful thing.
That's my biggest goal in life, is to direct a feature film.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
Yep. I don't
Cool.
want to edit or do visual effects like you studs.
Thank you for the like pat.
But I'm gonna leave that to you guys. But I'm gonna direct.
No way. What kind of movie would you make?
That's the thing. I want to make every kind. Like I don't
Like
have.
RRR.
Yeah, just make
You're making
RRR, which is
RRR.
every kind of movie.
Yeah.
Except horror?
Like
Is
no,
it?
I want to do
It's
horror.
a little bit
I want
of
to do
horror.
comedy.
It's a little bit
You know
of
what?
I want to do a drama.
I'm sorry to bring us back to RRR a little.
Okay.
Don't
Bring
ever
us
But
back.
like
apologize.
once
Bring
we
me back.
bring up RRR, I have to say something else.
Oh yeah, our
What
react.
did-
We just did a
Visual effects
Bollywood
artist
R.
react.
Check it out.
Yes.
Just dropped.
Yes.
React to RR with Freddie W.
That's kind of why we brought it up. Well, that's not really why I brought it, but it's also that's a react with Freddie.
Yep.
Freddie was in the theater when we watched
With
it the
us.
first time.
Freddie's watched it 5
He
times.
was
Has he really?
going
Yeah.
nuts in the theater. And this is probably the 3rd or 4th time he
That was
watched
his
it.
4th time watching. That was his 5th time.
He was
watching.
going nuts, and I don't blame him. I watched it last night on Netflix.
You serious?
How is
I
it on
watched-
Netflix
I
versus
watched
the
certain
theater?
scenes.
It's in a different language, right?
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not as good as.
They were totally right. You
subtitles
gotta
are
watch it in
different.
the original language.
Guys, if it's
Um,
still in theaters when you're seeing this, please do me a favor and book a ticket
It's in-
immediately. It's
in
so
select
good.
theaters though. It's in like your little
Yeah.
artsy,
Anyway,
fartsy theaters.
What I was saying is the director,
Matt's
I
drunk.
feel like, has some influence from Tarantino. 'Cause
Yes.
he
Yeah.
has
Who
he-
does who?
the director of this movie, which also, by the way, fun fact, I didn't know this until I looked it up like last night. This guy also directed something that we've reacted to on a Bollywood React,
Oh no.
The Fly.
Oh.
They did this movie, The Fly. I think it's called The Fly.
Uh-huh.
Which is about this guy who gets turned into a fly by some magical means. I don't
Not
remember
the one with
No.
no,
not the face rippy. He turns into a literal. Just a
yeah.
little
You guys
fly
knew
boy.
immediately who I was talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
Steve
Okay.
Buscemi.
No, wait.
I'm kidding.
It's like, wait,
I
what?
don't remember. I forget. Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Oh,
Yeah.
what a gem.
Chef Goldblum.
Oh,
Shout out Jeff.
I don't know why I always thought you were talking about the
What was
boys.
I saying? Yeah, he directed this movie called The Fly, where a guy is turned into a fly and then fights as a fly.
Yeah.
Which there's action scenes with a man and a fly. You have
that
to
sounds
figure
amazing.
out how to kill people as a fly.
Is it like Ant-Man?
Is it more entertaining
kind
than the,
of?
Is it more entertaining than the Fly episode of Breaking Bad?
I was gonna ask, what's with this fly thing?
No, the boys.
Directors love flies.
The new season. You heard about the,
The
Fly?
boys. No, that's a spoiler.
Yeah, don't.
And since
tell-
I haven't seen it,
don't
we
say
can't
that.
go there.
Yeah, we can spoil
Because
things
I'm a
for other
hypocrite.
people, but don't spoil things for us.
Let me just say this about the boys. If anyone hasn't seen the boys, the gore VFX
Oh,
are the
Top
best
notch.
I've ever seen.
top notch.
And I love gore VFX. I enjoy them immensely
So good.
because I must be a broken person, but I just think they're so cool.
Shout out Jordan Allen's childhood.
You do
Dude,
visual effects.
the
You
whale
like it.
stuff that they did, which a lot of it was
so
practical.
gnarly.
Oh man.
So good.
But
Yeah.
season 3 has upped the ante, and I'm not going to say anything about it, but
Don't say it, but
the violence in that is
just check
they
it.
have crossed the threshold into just totally total realism, and it's fantastic. I'm so impressed by the quality of
Have
that
you
work.
Have you guys?
I have the chills.
Just check
now.
out
Have
the
you guys
first
seen the- I feel
episode
like
of
I
that
I don't want to
flu-like
warm you up.
third
symptoms.
season.
No, dude, I
I'm
can't.
not doing another one. You
I
are a
actually can't.
You know
madman.
what
I
always
will
warm
throw
me
up.
up?
I will throw up.
Matt?
I'm bowing out.
I have the chills.
Fuck off. Okay, let's go.
Oh, don't do it.
Oh,
I hate this.
The absolute
I
mad lads.
hate my
Literally. I
life.
feel like
Wait, I
have
like
COVID.
that you were the one that was like, oh, we're not gonna eat the whole one.
Nah, I don't think we'll get through the whole thing. If you look at how much is left,
Look at this.
there's too much.
There's so much. I feel bad.
but what
You know,
I
in
Here.
Gattaca, where he's like, they swim out. Spoiler alert for Gattaca.
if y'all haven't checked out Gattaca yet,
They swim out, and he's like, I never saved anything for the swim back. That's you right now, dude.
oh yeah, this is 100% me.
This is Tendy.
dude, yeah,
You
were-
ready?
You
I
were
can't
like,
do it.
You were hating on me.
I'm
for
drowning.
saying, let's
And
finish
what
the
I'm gonna
whole-
do is I'm gonna take it from the south side. I'm gonna
South
take it
side.
from the back.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
How are you doing this?
Oh,
No, it was so crunchy.
I have the chills. I feel like I have COVID.
No, I'm a little bit worried
Okay.
I might throw up.
no sure, babe.
Yeah.
Christian, did you have a third one?
Christian, how are you doing?
I just took a third bite.
Oh no.
Christian took a third bite too.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Let's go,
I
Christian.
can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Maybe we shouldn't applaud chaos.
What?
We should or we shouldn't?
We should.
What are you talking about?
Matt, what are you working Matt, what are you working on this week, dude?
Oh, dude. Yeah, Matt, what are you working on?
Oh, you know what? I was gonna. Oh God.
I'm in the eye of the storm still. I don't feel it.
Oh,
What?
God.
I'm in the eye of the storm right now. This new bite, I don't
I
feel
feel
it.
like
I
you
feel
get
nothing.
you're numb
It's
from the
amazing.
last bite.
Yeah.
So like when you take another one, you don't feel it right away,
And then it just
but you'll feel it
comes up and
later.
goes,
I
right in your
want to
face.
do it, but I will throw up.
You don't need to. Don't be
don't,
peer
but I
pressured.
I don't want you to
No,
throw up.
But I want
I
to.
prefer
Buddy,
you
you don't
to
have to
not
do
throw
a
up.
thing, right?
Okay.
You are perfect just the way you are, okay?
Okay,
Jordan,
so-
however.
You never talk about me like that.
It's interesting.
I know.
You. So okay.
So
Speaking of,
what are you up to? What you been up
speaking
to?
of the question,
Yes.
this is a normal podcast.
Or I don't even
where
know-
we
yeah.
ask and answer questions.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you doing this
So
week?
answer
Speaking
the
of that
question.
question that you just asked, when we were talking about feature films, and you were saying how you can like kind of lose track of what's going on, even in what I'm doing right now, which is just like it's just 4 episodes
Mhm.
of a show called Punch for Punch. We're working on for Netflix.
Thanks, Netflix. Shout out Netflix.
Thank
Spoiler
you.
alert.
Yeah. That is still like we need to keep a uniform style and make sure it all flows. And going through something that becomes like an hour and 20 worth of a show,
Yeah.
it
That's a
does
lot.
become like it's a lot to think about because
Mhm.
you have to think about how it's all going to match visually, how each episode flows together, how it all rides out. And yeah, it's YouTube still, so people maybe won't watch them in order. But for the ones that will, I definitely want to keep that in mind. We all do. We're all kind of considering this.
Especially considering if it does get on the Netflix platform.
Yeah, for
That'd be
sure.
so cool.
Is
For
that
sure.
like? I mean, I feel like that's a dumb question, but is that your ultimate goal?
Oh, for sure. I mean, definitely. It's our goal is like if they want to put it on their
Our goal is
streaming
even
service.
delivering what we have
Oh, yeah.
to
I
the
mean,
first platform, but
I said this before, but it so feels like a real show.
For
It
sure.
just
Yeah.
gives me such like
That's like the
Mythbusters
best
vibes.
compliment. I love it when you
Meets-
say that. Keep
meets,
saying that.
it's
please.
like if comedian getting coffee and
Comedians get in the car.
cars and
Yeah.
drinking coffee. If that's that's on Netflix, and I feel like this could easily be on
Yeah.
Netflix.
I don't feel like I feel pain anymore.
It got on my lip.
Dude,
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
It's
that's
right on
what
my
took me
lip.
the longest was I feel like I just
I'm
got
so
like
numb
lip
to it.
injections or something.
Dude, Fenner, you're gone, man. You're in another dimension right now.
Fenner's enter the ghost realm.
I'm in Canada.
You're
It's
back on the
cold.
boat,
Somebody
boy.
VFX him into
Cold.
Canada, please. I'd love to have him back in his natural habitat.
Oh my
And he would
gosh.
love it,
Well,
too.
Well,
speaking of
let's
Mythbusters, I think it's out now, right?
my!
Your
Wait, what?
your head-to-head challenge with
Yeah.
VFX versus practical.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
where
yeah.
Fenner kind of
I say Punch for Punch reminds me of Mythbusters, and that is a high compliment because Mythbusters is one of my favorite shows of all time.
That's
Adam
awesome.
Savage, Jamie Hyneman, Tori, Grant, Kara. They're just.
You didn't even take a third one.
I know. Anyways, Adam Savage is incredible, and we have done a collaboration with him and Tested. The crew drove up to San Francisco and got to tour his warehouse at Tested. And while they were up there, they filmed a challenge with Adam Savage from the movie Chinatown,
Take your time.
which is basically it boils down to a practical versus VFX. What is better? What is worse?
Yeah. And it's
Does the answer lie somewhere in between? Perhaps.
yeah.
Check it out. But anyways, it boiled down to they shot this effect practically. There's this amazing practical stunt where they slice Jack Nicholson's nose open with a switchblade, and it looks amazing in the practical movie. And they also, while they were up there, Ren, Nico, they filmed a clean plate with Adam. And then we're like, hey, Fenner, you got a couple hours. You have to do it with VFX to challenge Adam. And it was awesome. And so anyways, he did it. We had a time crunch, and I haven't even seen the final cut of the video, but
what you did looks great.
Yeah,
it looks really
I was pretty
great.
happy with how it turned out given the time.
Yeah.
The practical looks amazing. I was happy with where the VFX got to, and Adam was super stoked on it. We got to have a little video call with him, and he's just the nicest, coolest dude. And it's I guess there's like the classic expression of never meet your heroes, but I was like,
Yeah.
man,
It's a hero
like,
that's worth meeting.
yeah, hero worth meeting, and such a kind, accommodating, awesome dude.
He's
I
such a
love
cool
seeing
guy,
how
right?
stoked he
So
is to
cool.
be
Isn't he
around
awesome?
you
Yes.
guys.
You can tell he loves it. You can see the
Yeah.
passion. It's so
Yeah.
great and
So-
inspiring. And that feels like it has,
Shout out Adam Savage.
yeah, it feels like it has real legs to be a series too, the VFX first practical, because there's still a lot of confusion over the separation of special effects and visual effects in the industry.
The third one.
Matt's just dying.
I took another bite while you were talking.
You did the fourth?
I did.
Boy,
Sorry,
monster.
it's become not ceremonious. I'm just gonna keep eating it
you guys.
But I
until
feel
it's
like I'm
gone
gonna
because
pass out.
I said it at the
Oh,
top
no,
of the
no.
podcast. I'm gonna finish this damn.
my God.
I
I'm
didn't know
gonna
you were
finish
gonna-
this damn thing. Okay.
I didn't know you were going to go till it's
Coleman,
gone because now I don't want to play.
When I
going
when I
again?
make a commitment, I stick
Coleman,
to
are
it.
you
That's a
doing
good
this?
life
No,
lesson,
I'm not.
kids.
I'm just showing the camera how much more I
if you
have
commit
left.
to the bit, you got to commit all the way.
Oh, you're dead. You're dead inside.
No one
I
said
hate
anything
myself.
about. First of all, we were supposed to get one Tinder and split that one.
Did you say Tinder?
Tinder.
So
What do you
speaking
call-
of
what do you
speaking
call it
of
back in
Tinder,
the
Take another
UK.
bite. You won't do it.
Chicken tendy.
You won't do
I
it.
just took another bite while you were talking.
Yeah, I did earlier.
Oh
You
my
take another
gosh,
one.
you're broken inside. I can't do this
how are
with you.
you doing this,
Matt's dead.
dude?
Because I'm dead inside.
Oh my
Yeah.
You're
god.
going to live on the toilet, and I will not be there to hold your
I'm
hand.
going to yoga. Mark
I was
my
like,
It
words.
does get grosser and grosser as you.
Yeah.
It
Matt,
just becomes
you're
like
incredible.
a toxic. Like
Well, I don't think our bodies are really meant to be like
Poisoned.
There's a
Yeah.
reason they give you gloves to hold them.
right.
It is
It's more so maybe it's curing like things wrong in our body. It's just like burning all the
eroding our
disease.
stomach.
Burning all the
Finding
good bacteria and letting the bad
cancer.
survive.
But anyways, we're not here to talk about spice.
Yeah,
We're
'cause
here
we
to
didn't-
talk
we don't even
Adam
feel it.
Savage
about
though.
filmmaking.
So yeah, so the
Weren't we going around and saying what we've been
Yeah.
up to?
Yeah.
Coleman, what you up to?
what'd you up to?
Well, sorry, no, real quick. Did you finish the Adam Savage?
Yeah, check out the video. Corridor
Did
Digital.
you do
Check
it?
it
Wait,
out.
did you do a spoiler
Plug the
alert? We
thing.
didn't say if that was a
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert.
I don't think we really spoiled. Yeah, and the
Spoiler
video.
alert,
video-
Fenner's
video-
art looks great.
Check it out. Check out Corridor Crew
Corridor.
and Tested YouTube and CorridorDigital.com.
Okay.
Can you say corridor one more time?
Corridor.
There it is.
Corridor Digital.
Corridor Digital.
Corridor digital.
Jordan,
All
what
right,
are
Jordan.
you, what are you
Jordan,
working
sorry,
on?
Yeah, what's going on?
So this week is it's a slow week production wise. I can talk now. That's cool. Yeah, we're prepping. It's a lot of prep, and we have. If you're a website user, you understand that we've been having some issues with our website lately, but we're also trying to make it better, more functional, better layout. When it comes to the series and the season. So I've been. Oh, Fenner's going for it. Fenner's doing it.
Oh, I
Don't
like
throw up.
it. Oh.
I've been doing the website stuff, a lot of website stuff, but we're also prepping for the next Punch for Punch
That's right.
episode,
We have-
which is going to be spoiler alert, Stranger Things episode, and we're doing a whole set deck in our studio. We're literally building a whole rigging machine in our
Did you just
studio.
spoiler alert for something that's not even released yet?
Yes, this is the biggest spoiler alert podcast we've ever
Are we
done.
allowed to
Surprise.
Yeah,
Christian, do we need to
Are
bleep
we
that?
allowed to say that?
we
Yeah,
know.
We're not
Yeah,
going
we
to say
keep it
anything.
Anyways,
limited.
it's a Netflix show.
Except we are filming another episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our last episode of Punch for Punch, we're filming it next week.
Yeah. And it's going to be
No.
a really fun one with a lot of fun little stunts and
Yeah, it's
It's
Stranger Things, so we're going all out.
fun little practical stunt we're going to do.
I would love to react to the short of that. That would be very cool.
Oh, it's gonna be
A
great.
little react
The
couch.
inside of my body is in so much pain. right
Yeah,
now.
I feel it in my throat now. I'm
Is
gonna stop
anyone-
eating it.
Is anyone's stomach twisting?
Yeah, no, I seriously feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Not like a
But
throw
I'm not,
up.
we're not here to talk about that. We're
Nah.
here to talk about
Stranger Things. Let's
Stranger
talk about
Things.
Stranger Things. Have you guys seen all of the
season
first part
4,
of season
volume 1.
3,
Oh
4?
my goodness, it's
whatever the heck.
incredible. I loved it.
Okay, spoiler alert. And not too much of us.
Anyways, I thought it was incredible.
Yeah.
I think it returned to form for the show. It maybe to me is the best season since the first season.
Yeah,
Probably
me too.
even
Oh,
better
okay.
than the first season. In hindsight, like the first season, it's very good, but it's so small in scope. And season 4 is incredible. They
Yeah,
really amp
tremendous.
up the horror. There's so many amazing visuals. I absolutely love the Spoiler alert. The ragdoll stuff, where it's just
dude.
like, hey, let's just friggin' exorcist bone break.
I'll say this about that. The first one they did, spoiler alert, in the trailer with the girl
Yeah.
was the best one. That was stellar. The other ones were a little bit lacking, like you could see.
Oh no.
I don't know if it was the time they had to do it, but the first one was so good.
Stop.
Hammer time.
Nice.
But
Nice
what
recovery.
what I will say is the decision to make it way darker and gorier and more violent.
Gosh, even
I
more.
personally love it because
It's growing
think
up
about how
with the kids.
terrifying the underneath. What's it called?
The undergrowth.
The underground.
No, the upside
Upside
down.
down.
Undergrowth. Oh.
Upside down.
The undergrowth is. It's like it's absolutely terrifying, and it makes sense that it would be this horrific, and it feels a lot more like a horror series now than it did before.
Did
so
you see all the practical?
Oh my god, the
it's
video
insane.
of
Haven't seen.
the Venka practical makeup, the main
Yeah.
monster. Spoiler
Vecna?
alert, Vecna. That's all practical.
Whoa.
It looks
But
incredible.
All the stuff in the upside down, just like it's just like a mile
Not
worth
the-
of props.
not the moving parts of his neck though.
Well, that's not practical.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's
That was
super
it.
practical, and they enhance it. It's just like the conclusion we come to with Adam Savage. It's the best of both worlds.
Yes.
VFX
Yes.
and practical.
The best visual effects is done on top of special effects. I totally agree.
Say that again.
Harry Potter rated R.
I remember Peter.
basketball thing.
Yeah.
That was so good.
That reminded me of the Stranger Things lift in dismemberment.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm not joking. I think I'm high.
That's why I keep going in and out of
You
consciousness.
transcended.
I feel like I could pass out or fall asleep. It's
You know, I
very
always
weird.
understood why Hot Ones was so successful, but now I truly feel like I understand. You know,
Ah.
Should
Yeah.
we should
Can you- that
tag
man has
Matt?
to-
What's his name? Matt Evans.
Sean Evans. Shout out Sean Evans.
Don't call him Matt. Don't do that.
Sean Evans has to do that every like week or more.
But he gets it.
Well,
But there is different spices and flavors. It's not
They
like he's
do.
doing the
They
same
ramp
one
into
over.
it too. They ramp it.
And I'm curious, what is the heat of Howlin? Christian, can you look that up? Jamie, can you look that
the
up?
scale.
Jamie,
No,
look
what
that
is it? The scale.
Scoville.
The skull.
Scoville.
They work together. It's the hottest.
Oh my
The
lord.
let
hottest
me
sauce
ask-
is the hottest
sorry.
wing?
Hey guys.
Howlin is the equal to the hottest.
Are we talking like last
Guys,
dab, or are we talking
wait.
dab bomb?
We
Because-
did it.
No,
Two.
the bomb is just poison,
Yeah.
and it's kind of different, but this is equal to the 10th.
Oh wow.
So we did 4 of the
Wow.
10th wing.
We just did the okay. So
I
this is
too.
and now for some context, y'all. Christian has done the hot ones challenge, so he knows exactly what this
burping.
feels like, and so he knows that what we're experiencing right now is the pinnacle of a hot ones
This
challenge.
is what happens when
Well,
you
it's
work
worse.
with a bunch of men.
Whereas we go right to the end and we're eating multiple bites.
This is worse than the hot ones challenge.
Yeah, how did I get roped into this?
I don't
But
know.
we're not here-
Guys, we're not here to talk about spice.
We're not here
though.
to talk
Honestly,
about spice.
We're not here to talk about spice. Jordan Allen, what are you up to this week, buddy?
I'm working
Oh.
on the Witcher short, some visual effects for that,
Spoiler
which are
effect.
super fun. Spoiler alert. Can I spoiler
Shout
alert
out
this?
Henry Cavill's mustache.
Okay. Can I
Oh,
spoiler
yes.
alert the details of the short?
Oh yeah, and Henry Cavill approved.
Can I talk about the ring and stuff?
Did you really?
No, we're talking about the one.
All right, spoiler alert.
Talk about the one.
There's a ring, but I'm moving on.
Yeah.
There's a oneer that's really cool. Actually, Fenner did a really cool shot for the oneer where a sword goes through the back of a dude's head. And it's a sword goes through the back of his head, and he also pulls a sword up through the ground, through a guy's neck.
You could also say, I feel like we should not spoil this.
Don't spoil it.
So that's all that happens. That's
Don't
everything that
spoil it.
happens,
It goes-
and all that actually didn't happen because I'm making it up because
It's
I'm
not even
high
real.
on spice.
What?
But we're not here to talk
The
about
spice must
spice.
flow, but we're not here to talk about
No,
the spice.
it was
to talk
really
about it.
fun. Well, looking at all y'all's screens right now, because we were all there on location watching them shoot, and I think that's why it took so long is figuring out these gags and how
Yeah.
to do it practically first, or like knowing where and how to shoot this oneer so that we could do all of the stuff in post for you guys, and then seeing you guys do it.
Yeah.
We were
It's
saying
amazing.
today, like, the way the thing is shot is awesome. Like,
It's-
it just
Okay.
looks good.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
without the
And
VFX.
Chris, he definitely took his time because it took us 2 days. We had to go back to that location to
That's
do
a-
it.
wow.
But that
worth
Oh,
it.
that was 2
he-
separate days. I didn't even know
Worth
that.
it,
Yeah,
though.
he's going to be
Wow.
stoked to hear you guys
No,
say
I
that.
loved the way it was
So
shot.
so Chris Cowan, you probably know him from Stuntman React
Shout out,
episode.
Chris.
Shout out Chris.
Um,
Shout out, Chris.
He's a stunt director who's worked on many things, like some of the Marvel movies.
Spoiler alert.
Shang-Chi,
Spoiler, like Shang-Chi. He's like known for his oneers. And these are like sequences where it's either is the illusion of one take that's flowing, or a proper oneer where the camera is just moving for an extended period of time around you. For him, it's usually action because he's an action director. So he came on board for the Witcher episode and shot a fight sequence for us.
And that's also
Really cool.
because he'd worked on The Witcher as
And
well.
and he also he also made a fight sequence in The Witcher,
Yeah.
which goes hand in hand with
He
what
didn't
we
do
did.
the Oneer in The Witcher.
No, he didn't do but he did.
But he did.
He did
He
another.
worked on
He's
The
an
Witcher.
action director. He
Yeah.
doesn't just do oneers.
Yeah, and spoiler alert: the Oneer in The Witcher season 1 is very cool.
It's so
It's a
good.
really
Pretty good.
cool dynamic fight sequence. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. It's
The
very
Witcher is
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, I
and
was
I
gonna
kind
say-
of want to rewatch it.
I
It's
feel like
so
a lot of
good.
people have dunked on The Witcher, and
I don't know why.
I really enjoyed it.
I really
it
don't
was
know
just,
why.
It was enjoyable, and
Did you play the game?
it's my current in progress game. It's too long,
How long has it been in progress?
Too long.
like 3 years.
3 years. Yes,
I-
me too. me
yeah,
too.
it's one of those games that I absolutely love it, but I'm just stuck in the side quests trap where
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I'm only 13% of the way through the story, and
Yeah.
I'm like 100
Wait, how
hours
does
in.
what kind of game is this? Is this like Escape from Tarkov?
It's like
Open
open
world,
world, like
RPG.
Skyrim
Is that
on
Escape from Tarkov or
steroids.
no?
What is Escape from Tarkov?
Okay.
It's not at all like that,
Do you know
Christian.
Skyrim?
not even
Do you know
close.
Fallout? You heard this? You heard about this?
You heard
You know
this?
this?
Have you seen this one?
You
heard about this one?
I've heard of Fallout.
It's like
It's not
open
Battle
world, so you
Royale.
basically have your character
It's not about.
Geralt, same in the show, and you just walk around doing quests and stuff.
See, that's the type of game I would like. I don't care for the Battle Royale games,
Yeah, no,
but I
it's not-
would enjoy.
It's single player. It's
No.
all story. It's incredible.
Stop,
Okay.
you bastard.
How did you do that, Jordan?
And you guys are worrying me.
Speaking of open world games.
My stomach is screaming. at
Speaking
me.
of open world games.
I wish we would have got a regular Tinder.
I'm really excited
what I
for
mean?
Starfield. I bought the hype.
Oh my gosh, Starfield!
The
Yes,
Bethesda
dude.
Microsoft conference talking about video games here.
Yeah, this is kind of where I check out.
Sorry.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'll check you back in. We'll
no,
check you
I'll
back in.
We'll
listen.
check you
I'll
back in.
listen.
We'll tag you back in.
Okay.
Starfield looks absolutely insane. I know you shouldn't get hyped for video games anymore, because
Especially a year early.
Trash.
I
Shout
do
out,
it.
Shout out
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
Don't
Andromeda.
pre-order,
Basically,
Sorry, I
I
didn't mean that.
I can't get hyped for video games.
Yeah.
especially
The
from
new-
Bethesda personally. After
I'm
Why?
sorry, no, but
Fallout
like,
76 was
but
upsetting
like
to me.
so many games, the new Battlefield is just now starting to get decent with one map that they released.
Dude, Halo Infinite. It's like came out and it was just like, oops, we dropped it.
Whoops!
Yeah.
And it's like at the same time, they're like in their other hand, they're like, oops, we dropped it because we're holding our baby.
I saw
And the show, it was.
I saw half
great.
of an article while scrolling, so you know it's true that the DLC for that isn't coming out until 2025 at the soonest
For
Gross.
for Halo.
No, it's like they have
Dude.
they
What's the
laid out like
DLC?
No one
Downloadable
cares
content.
about
they
that
laid
game
out like a
anymore at
road
that point.
plan,
Also known as Dolk.
and it's like stuff that should be in there at launch, like Forge
Yeah.
mode, which was like in Halo 3, which was like
Yeah,
That's
10 years
upsetting.
ago.
When they
it's
save-
so bare bones.
Yeah.
They're like, oops, not ready, and I'm like, it's the longest development cycle on a Halo game ever, and it sucks because I love Halo. It's my favorite
Yeah, they
franchise,
must be
and
doing
it's just like
something
I love the
cool.
campaign. The campaign was
That's my
awesome.
take on it.
Yeah.
and the
it's like
multiplayer is good
hot
too.
take.
It's just
It's good, but
it's just like not. There's not enough stuff in
yeah,
there.
there's not enough stuff. It's
You
like
need to have a Forge mode.
yeah,
I'm
it's like a
sorry,
weird
you
battle
have-
pass grind, and it's like if they had just done it classic.
Did they
style.
come up with a Halo TV show or my trip?
They did, yeah,
They did.
Halo Paramount show,
Is it
which
good?
is
I would say
well,
I would say this.
Spoiler.
My personal opinion
no
is
spoilers.
that it's not great.
Okay. Okay.
Your stomach's in knots, Christian?
Yeah, no, it's.
But we're not
it's-
here to talk about
I think the
spoilers.
general
not
consensus
here to
of
talk
the
about-
Halo TV show is that it's like an okay sci-fi show, and it's not even a Halo
Is the
show.
storyline horrible?
It's bad characters. It's not at all Halo. Like there's
Jordan would
characters
like
they
it.
completely wrote out.
Master Cheeks?
Yeah, you get to see the whole
Master
thing.
clap
The main
them
character of
cheeks.
Halo is Master Chief. The whole thing through all the games, everything.
Why do I like it?
He's always wearing this.
You get to see
armor.
those Master Cheeks. He literally
You
has
get to see
his
the
butt
Master Cheeks.
is on
You get to
screen
see
a
his
lot.
Master
Both
Chiefs.
Jordans would like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
But
know.
it's just it's like completely a different story, completely different characters.
Is it really
and-
shot well? You know, because I can't
It's
stand is I can take like a bad story if it's like shot and directed. well.
doesn't look like
Well,
a shot.
The stuff you showed me that's like Band of Brothers style.
Christian's
The-
dying. in the
Oh,
background.
okay. So I was showing Jordan as
Which one?
in one of my darkest hours, when I was very sad about the Paramount show. I was showing Jalen the Halo Landfall
I was there too.
short film, and Matt was there, but
Yeah.
just you knew.
I
You
need
knew.
representation as much
yeah.
as possible.
I
Representation
lost
matters.
in the spice. Directed by Neil Blomkamp, who did like District 9,
Mhm.
Elysium. And it's incredible. It's like a short film, and it feels like gritty. It feels like Band of Brothers. It's very well done. And
It's
the
the
Halo
best.
TV show, in my opinion, just feels like a generic like sci-fi channel like
Yeah.
rip-off
They didn't
thing.
get the
And
budget.
Yeah.
they did though. They
Oh,
had the
that's
same
I'm
budget
so-
as.
I'm so sick of
Have you,
it.
have you heard of this
They
little
did.
indie thing called The Mandalorian? They had the same budget,
Yeah.
and it.
You
Like,
know what I'm so
did they?
sick of
I
seeing
believe
on,
so.
on
Perhaps so. I
Netflix
could be
is
talking out my.
these people are
butt,
getting
but-
these huge budgets,
Yeah.
and then they are just like,
Yeah.
I don't know where the money is going.
Yeah.
There's like the story's not there, the directing isn't good, even like lighting
a lot.
continuity isn't
Matt,
there. And I'm like,
There's
there's
a lot
no
of VFX
way.
in that show, at least.
Off the top of your head, what was the budget for RRR? I feel like you'd know this.
I
wish
saw what the
I can look
budget
it
was.
up
It
real
was
quick.
insane.
Like
Was
high?
it insane?
Like crazy high?
I'm curious.
Oh.
What do you think? 40, 50 million?
I
No,
don't even know.
Higher.
How- It's a joke
I
of
think-
milk. How much could it
I
cost?
think, I think they had 60 mil for that. It's more than 60 mil.
For what? For what?
RRR.
For-
Oh, but Jordan, 5.5 billion is not USD.
okay, whatever.
Did you think it
72
was
million.
USD?
70 million.
Of
Okay.
course.
So a lot of money.
Doing this all dramatically.
Well, I was trying to bring it full circle, but
You
I
thought it
just
was 5.5 billion, didn't you?
didn't.
I don't know.
For the
Okay,
spectacle
listen, I
of that
saw a bee.
I'm sorry, for the spectacle of that movie and for how long it was, that's like
gonna do
they very efficient with their budget.
Yeah.
Yes.
They maximize.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yet
every
these little Netflix
frame
shows are
of that
not
movie.
getting it.
Well, yeah. It's. I feel like I feel like everyone, like no one asked for this version of the Halo TV show. Like it was originally supposed to be a Halo movie, I believe, that was going to be Neil Blomkamp and Peter Jackson together.
Really?
It was
Oh,
that-
whoa.
yeah, Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
it,
what
like
a
Weta
movie.
Workshop was doing all like the practical effects and stuff for it.
It's so cool.
Yes,
I didn't know you guys. They
Not me. This was before
do
my
practical.
Weta
Workshop
Workshop is like known for the practical. That's
Very
why,
talented.
Like Lord of the Rings, all the orcs and stuff. That's all practical.
Oh, so almost like fractured.
They have some of their work at is it the Academy Museum in LA?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they have some stuff from the film. It's really cool.
Also, just sidebar, super tangent. Have you guys seen the stills from the new Amazon series, the practical orcs?
No, I have not.
They look so good.
Really?
I've not
Yeah.
seen this.
Ooh.
But anyways, going back to it. So Neil Blomkamp and Peter Jackson were originally going to do Halo, and they did Landfall. And I guess the project just kind of fell apart. Microsoft was like, "Oh no, it never happened," and so it fell
would've been
apart.
So good.
And then Spielberg came on board to do it,
yeah,
which
he did.
also would have been amazing.
yeah.
And then that fell through, and then it became a Paramount Plus show. That's not great.
Can you imagine Master Chief lost on an alien planet and he says, Master Chief, phone home?
That's
How great that
that's
would be.
basically the Paramount Plus show.
Also, I'm gonna have to say this right now. The Neil Blomkamp one would have worked. I don't think the Spielberg one would have been.
Me
as
neither.
How do you
I don't
think
think
Spielberg
so.
would have tackled Halo?
Imagine like Ready Player One,
Yeah.
but Halo.
Well, yeah, and that's what's in Ready Player One. Like you,
There's
have
literally
the Spartans and
Spartans.
stuff show up. and
Wish
it's-
I
Dude,
had
I
insight
hate that
on
movie.
this.
Yeah.
That
You hate
movie
Ready
is
Player
not
One?
good.
It's
What?
You hate Ready Player One?
Yeah, I
it's
do.
like
Yeah.
not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that a show?
Why do
Or
I
is
hate
that
it?
a game?
Let me tell you all the ways.
You read my
I-
eyes. I can't phrase it though.
But one of my
Struggling.
favorite like little film Easter eggs that pops up every now and then, every time a new Neil Blomkamp movie comes out, is spot the Halo prop. Where like
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
in Elysium, there's just this random. I guess he's like a mercenary, and he's just straight up wearing a Halo Marine helmet. Where you're like, oh, that's
Oh,
like, they're just reusing
Yeah.
the props.
yeah.
But oh my god, Jordan. But yeah, it's
Whoa.
yeah, Jordan. Going back to your goal of directing your own film, I have this personal vendetta of I would love to direct my own Halo film
Really?
Yeah,
And just-
definitely.
because I
That's
feel,
cool.
Yeah, I just love it to do it.
Someone's got to do it, right?
Yeah,
You can do
not
it.
that I know I could, but it's like
At least you could
I
do
just-
it.
I just wouldn't
way
have
you
him
like.
get naked and bang an alien. 'cause that's not
Obviously,
really
we
what
need
it's
that.
about.
Yeah, we need those master
Don't knock it till you try
cheeks.
it. That's what I was
You
saying.
got to have those master cheeks, baby.
I think it's just being married to something
Yeah,
for a certain amount of time, and then you get to get a divorce, and it's like bye bye.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's what directing.
It hurts
is.
me. It
You
hurts.
You
seeing-
said something interesting about like what the director's like, what his spin was on that whole like angle of the chief character, being that like he wanted to make him more human,
Oh yeah,
but like the more compelling version of that would definitely have been how does he deal with being a human but growing up as this like manufactured machine man? You know,
and
like,
they
how do you deal with the humanity aspect?
and they
of
start to
something?
sort of explore that storyline in Halo 4, and it's like really well done. And you're like, whoa, okay, like how does he like reconcile with being like, okay, I know I'm a human, but I like can't relate to anyone around
Yeah.
me, and like everyone I've loved is just slowly dying off.
Yeah.
And it's so well done. And then the Paramount show, you just end up with like not that.
Not that
Like,
at all. No.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's I feel like this last few years has been a lot of
Do what you want.
very cool. Oh my god, dude.
I just took another bite.
Did you?
Let's spend this last 5 minutes actually talking about the spice. and how
We
it's
can address the spice. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
I'm dying.
It's
We've
so
been
spicy.
addressing the spice the whole time.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
I don't think I can do anymore.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't think I would ever do this.
I'll say this.
again.
How is it legal? This is my question.
Yeah.
How is
Oh.
this legal? It touches my lips. My lips they feel like they're burning off.
It doesn't taste good. It tastes like chemicals.
Well,
Which is-
I think the chicken's
Howlin' Rays
Yeah.
normally.
Chicken's good.
Yo, you can taste the
The
chicken.
flavor
levels
of the
down.
spice is just horrendous.
I only did 2 bites. My stomach is tight and
If
in
you do like a
knots.
medium plus at Howlin's, it tastes so good.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. This chicken is usually good, but at this spice level, it just
Yeah.
doesn't taste like good. It doesn't taste like anything but
I mean,
pain.
we all cried.
Here- yeah, that's the
right?
thing is the medium and medium plus are the two best chicken sandwiches I've ever had in my life. I love them. I adore them. They're
Griffin,
fantastic.
it's your turn.
Griffin's here to take photos for the.
I have to finish this before this
For the thumbnail.
podcast is over, or
But
I'm
not
a
doing
coward.
another photo.
like the rest of these fools.
We're in the last 5 minutes where we're just recapping
Griffin's gonna
all
take a
that.
sweet thumbnail.
But Howlin Plus
Why
shouldn't
am I
exist.
doing- Nobody
It
wants
doesn't
this.
make sense. Are you doing a bite for the? What are you doing?
I'm trying.
Finishing
You're finishing it. You're
I'm trying to
you're
finish it before the
maniac.
end of the
that
podcast.
first.
Matt wins. I don't even care.
That should be just the thumbnail.
Griffin, just so you know, I am high right now.
Yeah, we're all
I am
pretty high.
floating on
Griffin.
clouds I didn't know
Oh, I might
I
existed.
might throw
I
up.
don't think I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Hold it
No, you
until-
can finish it.
Alright,
There's
I'm
one
so
more
close.
bite. It's one more bite, Matt.
We keep talking about how this was the end of the spice.
Man,
Yeah. So again, my whole thing is it doesn't really make sense that this is a valid choice. I get it for a challenge, but if anyone out there has done this just for the pleasure and hasn't documented it, just did it and enjoyed the experience and will do it again, please comment because I want to know that you exist because I
No.
don't believe it.
I if you did make a video, send
yeah, yeah.
because I want to see that.
Let's
Ow.
share this pain
It hurts
together.
so much.
How are you doing this, dude?
I don't want to.
This is truly the
okay,
spiciest
but
thing I've
how
ever
was your
eaten.
mouth okay?
Thought I would
It's
do
Because
not.
that.
my mouth,
You're assuming it is.
I drink oat milk from the carton.
I'm
Griffin,
proud that
come
I've
hit
not had
this.
any
You
liquid
wanna hit
this
this,
podcast.
dog?
Dude, yeah, Griffin, take a hit.
Oh, Griffin, sit here so you can be in
Go
it.
there.
I
There's
can
no
I
way
can
it's
just
that.
scoot over. I can
Griff,
just
yeah,
scoot.
get in there. Get in there.
Look, this holds both
It's-
of us.
You'll love it.
I can't.
All right, sit.
I gotta stop.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. Sit right here, buddy.
I gotta stop,
doesn't
y'all.
even smell like,
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, keep that
I'm
same
sure
mentality.
maybe one of you was rooting for me to finish it.
Will be the 10-minute peak.
Oh my God.
All right.
Let's,
All right.
Oh, 10 minutes? All right, then I
Fuck
got
me,
some.
Let's
man.
ask
Take a
him
nice
a
healthy bite there.
serious-
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
oh my God.
Can we
He's
ask him
got
a
it
serious question
Oh,
about
that's not that
Son of a
bad.
Dungeon
Just
drawings?
wait.
It's not
Hold
that
on.
bad right now.
Griffin, how have you been enjoying working on Son of a Dungeon season 2? I really like the new. Yeah, I really like the new art style you've developed. It's very like Hellboy-esque almost, right?
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't that bad, Griffin.
it's not.
Yeah,
We're not
no.
talking about the spice
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, no, but Son of a Dungeon season 2.
Son of a Dungeon season 2 hasn't. You know, it's funny you mentioned Hellboy
It's different,
because
right?
I've been really inspired by Mike Mignola and Frank Miller, and a lot of people in the comments were mentioning Darkest Dungeon. Those are my picking. It just makes my mouth really numb when I'm drawing.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, take your time.
Yes,
It gets
the,
worse.
the Capri Sun helps.
God, gee,
No,
why did I do this?
The crew cuts is really why I'm only halfway through it, but the fact that you're using like models and because you've pulled me away from my desk a few times. Yeah, I saw you pull Jordan away, and then you create your drawings based off of that. Who did you learn that from?
You're supposed to do that, man. That's like art school 101. Like, it's always good to work from either life or from photo reference
Yeah.
because you're
So
not going to do
emotional.
good, man.
God, you're not gonna do. Is my hair falling out?
I told you we just ate the poison. So it's gonna.
You have more characters this year by a large margin. And I gotta say, the new style that you're doing looks friggin' amazing.
Right?
I
It's so
appreciate
cool.
that, dude.
Talented
So
artist,
cool.
man.
You went from
yeah,
20
it-
characters
really
last
great.
season to 40 characters
looks
this
fantastic.
season. That's a lot.
Is it harder to draw in this new style, time-wise, than it was with kind of the simpler, more cartoony aesthetic you had last year?
Yes and no. It's
Do you want to repeat the question, Christian? Well, people hear.
it's both easier and harder in different ways. I've really simplified. Like I added way too many steps to my workflow in an effort to be more organized, but I actually was like adding a lot of unnecessary steps. So I undid that this time. But also in this new style, like there's some parts about it that are just fundamentally harder to draw. Like all the really intense shadows, like it looks simple because like 3/4 of the drawing is just colored in black, but like if you don't do it right, it just looks really bad and like you don't know what you're doing. So it's hard. It's hard, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And it's very rewarding, and it's nice to hear that people are enjoying them because
Yeah.
I was nervous for a bit. I was nervous about being able to pull it off.
Yeah, man, it looks really incredible. Like
Thank you.
I feel like the new Son of a Dungeon season has upped the ante in every way.
Yeah.
And that's what you love to see.
the
And Griffin,
CG
yeah,
shots.
the arts, your art style, the stuff you're right. Drawing is so nice.
Thank you, dude. The
Super
CG
nice.
shots, the VFX shots, the editing, the MoGraph. I feel like this season is a big step up, which is crazy because season 1 was already super
Yeah.
cool, dude.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself to be your biggest critic when it comes to your stuff? Because everyone here thinks it's amazing. Were you nervous that we wouldn't think it was good or something? What do you mean when you say you were nervous?
That's like
Careful around the ice.
That's like podcast question 101.
That's why
Yes.
others and forks.
podcast question 101 from Jalen right there. He's gonna ask what your favorite color is next.
Oh my
Watch
gosh.
out.
No, that is a good. That's a good question because I feel like my teeth hurt, like literally each individual tooth hurts. But also, I feel like I am probably harder on myself than other people are on me because like I'm not like by a long shot the best illustrator, but I feel like so often I get just like paralyzed by like imposter syndrome that it gets really hard to make things. And I struggled with that for a long time until Son of a Dungeon when I realized the only way to get through that is just to literally just do it, even if it's not going to be good. Like if it's not good, just do another one.
And do you find that when you look back on your past work, you're more impressed with it than you are in the moment? Because I notice that sometimes with my past VFX where I'm super hard on myself. And then after time goes by, I look back and I go, oh, no, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I've definitely had that as well.
And I will piggyback on that and say that everything I've done where I tried really, really hard to do a good job, I look back on and I'm like, yeah, it's not that good. But everything that I had fun making
Ooh.
are the ones that I like more in hindsight.
Mhm.
It always shows through when you have fun and enjoy what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It always does.
And it's more
Wisdom.
worthwhile.
It's more worthwhile, yeah.
Wisdom right there. Some hot wisdom.
That's
Hot
some
take.
spicy wisdom.
Hot take.
Any
Spice cast.
spoilers for us?
What's been your favorite drawing so far in this season?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Shout out Son of a Dungeon season 2.
I think either Jake's character Warren, Ren's character Bob, or there is another character who's like a priestess who I just really like the way the shadow and the costume and the props and like it all just came together in a way where I was like, man, I fucking draw stuff, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, dude.
That's a
But-
good feeling.
We need a T-shirt with just all of the Son of a Dungeon.
Oh, that'd be cool. And then it
Alright.
says, I fucking draw stuff, dude.
All right.
I think we need to start queuing for the bathroom.
Yeah. Griffin, you're going to have
But
to take
I
these.
take the picture.
You're going to have to take
first.
these thumbnail pics quick.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm about to go into a coma.
Can we just all
You
have a
can
hug
come right
here?
here.
Can we shared a moment.
We did.
We
Can
did.
Can we all just get in here?
Just
I have to
Guys,
Ugh.
don't go to Howlin Rays and get the Howlin Rays.
don't ever.
Thanks everybody for
Thanks
tuning
so much,
in.
everyone.
Don't ever do this.
Let us know if you guys want us to do the Spice Cast
That
again
was
with
so
new cast
sweaty.
members.
Yep.
Definitely.
Happy
not.
holidays.
You're
Yeah,
so
recommend
sweaty.
it.
Never doing that
Yeah,
again.
That wasn't me. That was Fenner.
All right, bathroom time.
Don't recommend it.
You're just
Thanks for tuning
blaming
in.
other people.
Later, y'all.
Sweaty.
Bye.